Have you ever felt like life just slammed the door on you, leaving you alone in the dark with questions that have no answers? Maybe you've prayed, done everything right, and yet the world still seems unfair. What if I told you that this struggle, this silence, isn't a sign that you're forgotten, but a hidden opportunity waiting to be uncovered? In this video, we're diving deep into the Bible, exploring Job 30, and uncovering lessons from a man who faced ridicule, suffering, and unanswered prayers, yet found a path to resilience and insight. Stick around, because what you're about to discover might just change how you see your own trials, and why your time of distress could be the doorway to your greatest growth. Then, let's read the chapter together. But now they mock me, men younger than I, whose fathers I would have disdained to put with my sheepdogs. Of what use was the strength of their hands to me, since their vigor had gone from them? Haggard from want and hunger, they roamed the parched land and desolate wastelands at night. In the brush they gathered salt herbs, and their food was the root of the broom bush. They were banished from human society, shouted at as if they were thieves. They were forced to live in the dry stream beds, among the rocks and in holes in the ground. They brayed among the bushes and huddled in the undergrowth. A base and nameless brood, they were driven out of the land. And now those young men mock me in song. I have become a byword among them. They detest me and keep their distance. They do not hesitate to spit in my face. Now that God has unstrung my bow and afflicted me, they throw off restraint in my presence. On my right the tribe attacks. They lay snares for my feet. They build their siege ramps against me. They break up my road. They succeed in destroying me. No one can help him, they say. They advance us through a gaping breach. Amid the ruins they come rolling in. Terrors overwhelm me. My dignity is driven away as by the wind. My safety vanishes like a cloud. And now my life ebbs away. Days of suffering grip me. Night pierces my bones. My gnawing pains never rest. In His great power God becomes like clothing to me. He binds me like the neck of my garment. He throws me into the mud, and I am reduced to dust and ashes. I cry out to you, God, but you do not answer. I stand up, but you merely look at me. You turn on me ruthlessly. With the might of your hand you attack me. You snatch me up and drive me before the wind. You toss me about in the storm. I know you will bring me down to death, to the place appointed for all the living. Surely no one lays a hand on a broken man when he cries for help in his distress. Have I not wept for those in trouble? Has not my soul grieved for the poor? Yet when I hoped for good, evil came. When I looked for light, then came darkness. The churning inside me never stops. Days of suffering confront me. I go about blackened, but not by the sun. I stand up in the assembly and cry for help. I have become a brother of jackals, a companion of owls. My skin grows black and peels. My body burns with fever. My lyre is tuned to mourning, and my pipe to the sound of wailing. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for His mercy. Hey God, thank you for the wisdom we've discovered in Job's story today. Thank you for opening our eyes to see that even in silence and suffering, you're at work, shaping us and teaching us. Please help us take these lessons into our everyday lives, not just to understand them, but to live them, to trust more, to endure, and to grow in faith. Give us courage when times get tough, patience when answers aren't clear, and hearts that keep seeking you in every moment. Amen. Now that we've explored Job's journey through ridicule, suffering, and unanswered prayers, ask yourself, how are you facing your own times of distress? Are you allowing frustration to define you, or are you learning, growing, and trusting even when the answers seem hidden? Take a moment today, read a chapter of the Bible, reflect on your challenges, or write down one small step you can take to respond with faith rather than despair. Think about it. What if your struggles aren't setbacks, but setups for wisdom, resilience, and deeper understanding? Don't let these lessons stay in theory. Apply them, live them, and notice the subtle ways life starts to shift. If this message sparked insight, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next step in uncovering God's truths and transforming your trials into triumphs. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.